Hi guys, today I want to share another success story with you guys. It's not my own story, it's a story that I read online. It's about someone went from earning 14 dollars an hour to jobless and to 300K this year. As I mentioned, this is not my own story. It's just a random story that I read online. And if you do like this story, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. This would really help with the YouTube algorithm. Okay, so hey everyone, I just wanted to write this in hopes that it will inspire at least one person. I know it can be frustrating and challenging at times, but I promise just keep moving forward. So my story starts out a few years ago when I got deep into personal development. It all started with a secret. I was working at a dead-end cubicle job making $14 US dollars, I think, per hour, and the company sold stuff on Amazon, eBay, and their website. I hated it. I hated going to work every day. I would sit in my cubicle and barely talk to my co-workers because I just wanted to escape. I wanted nothing to do with that place. I knew I could change my situation, but for the time being, I had to suck it up. Since I was stuck in a cubicle all day, I decided I would download audiobooks, listen to interviews, anything where I would learn, get through the day, avoid talking to everyone negative around me, and still get my work done. Sorry, I had to laugh. This is so funny because I did exactly the same thing when I used to work in a corporate job. I would just put on my headphones and listen to whatever stuff that I could find online to inspire me, and just I just hated sitting there and wandering around and feeling like there's so much more to life than just sitting there and wasting my life away. So I could totally relate. Okay, so I did exactly that for the rest of my time at the company. At that time in my life, I could barely pay my bills. I was paying almost $1,000 a month in student loans, plus rent, food, car. I was barely scraping by. It was a challenge to say the least. My intent was to make more money, enough money so little things would no longer be a problem. Like, will I have enough money to go to McDonald's? I also wanted to escape my job. So there it was, make a ton of money and escape my current job. I had no idea how. I just knew it needed to be done. I would continue to find things to listen to that would strengthen my mindset and shift my philosophy, because I always thought I had to trade time for money. I had to work 40 hours per week. I had only 2 weeks vacation per year. All of that limited thinking needed to change. I found mentors and guides, not in person but through their books or interviews. People that did what I wanted to do, and I consumed everything they offered. The company I work for sold products online. They were making close to $1 million. They were making close to $1 million, I think, per month in sales. When I saw that number, I had my aha moment. I could sell stuff online too. Nothing is stopping me. I did just that. I was so excited. I thought this was my way out. I could be my own boss and make a ton of money and live the dream. That was short-lived because the products I chose sucked. I made $500 profit over the next 6 months, but I was still optimistic because I learned a ton in the process. A few months went by and I was still stuck in that cubicle job, but I persisted. Then one day I was looking for a part for my car. I was constantly having it worked. I was constantly having it worked on because I was too broke to buy something more reliable. Then I had this moment, and looking back, it feels like an idea that was literally shot into my head. Look up how much this part is selling. I looked it up and there was so much demand for it. I couldn't believe it. I immediately started looking for manufacturers in China and got some quotes. When I did the math, I realized I could make around 10,000 profit per month. I knew this was it. This was my way out of my soul-sucking job. I went ahead and placed an order. I wired 50% upfront, which was around $1,300, and then once production was complete, I would send the remaining. A few weeks went by and it was getting closer to the deadline for production. Then my boss called me into his office. He sat me down and explained to me that my numbers at work weren't good and they had to let me go. Part of me was surprised and scared, but the other part of me was screaming, "Yay!" inside. Hallelujah. I would never have to step foot in that place again. I got home and told my wife, and she was crying for me. But she didn't know that I was pretty confident in my idea. A few days later, the manufacturer emailed me and told me production is complete. I literally wired the last bit of money in my bank account, and a few days later, the products were on my doorstep. I took what I learned from my job and applied it with my products. I listed everything for sale, and the first month I made around 4,000 profits. The second month around 9,000 profit. The third month, 12,000 profit. I was pinching myself. This continued for months. Then I started selling on Amazon and everything skyrocketed. My best month in February 2018, I made 42,000 profit combined. I couldn't believe it. That was the most I had ever earned at a job in 1 year, and I just made it in 1 month. I'm on track to do around 300K in profit this year from my business. I usually work a few hours per day and spend the rest of my time at the gym, bowling, playing volleyball with friends, and reading. Me and my wife are moving to the beach in Florida in a few months. It's been a crazy couple of years for me, but if you have a vision for your life, then you can create it. I really like this story. It's so inspiring. It's like a dream come true, especially when you're working in a dead-end job that you hate. This is, such a great story. Okay, so I really enjoyed this story. I hope you guys have enjoyed it too. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. This would really help me. Thank you. Bye.